If I was 18 again, I would change one thing immediately. Most students unknowingly sabotage their financial future. You think you're just surviving college right now, but your daily habits are quietly shaping your long-term financial reality. What feels normal in college often becomes expensive later. Small money decisions today can cost you thousands in the future. Nobody teaches you this before you start college, so you end up learning money lessons the hard and painful way. If I could go back, I would avoid these common traps and start building real financial control much earlier in life. The biggest problem is thinking you have time later. That mindset delays action and keeps you financially stuck much longer. Most students rely heavily on credit without understanding consequences. This creates debt cycles that follow them long after graduation. You might think small purchases don't matter much, but repeated habits slowly drain your money without you even noticing. Income is usually very limited during your college years. That makes every single dollar decision far more important than it seems. The average student graduates carrying thousands of dollars in debt, and many have no clear plan to manage it effectively. Credit cards are often introduced early without proper guidance. This leads to overspending and long-term financial pressure building quickly. Financial stress is one of the top concerns for graduates. It affects decisions, careers, and even personal relationships later on. Many people deeply regret not learning money skills earlier because fixing mistakes later requires more time, effort, and real discipline. The habits you build in college rarely just disappear. They usually follow you into adulthood and shape your financial identity. Most students never track where their money actually goes. This lack of awareness leads to poor decisions and wasted opportunities. Even small savings during college can grow significantly over time. Starting early gives you a huge advantage that most people ignore. Financial literacy is rarely taught inside school systems today, so students enter adulthood without the essential money management skills they need. Social pressure also plays a very big role in spending. Trying to fit in often leads to unnecessary and fully avoidable expenses. If I started over, I would track every single dollar. Knowing where money goes creates real control and better financial decisions. Budgeting is not about restriction or punishment. It is simply a plan that tells your money where to go. I would avoid unnecessary debt completely whenever possible. Borrowing should be strategic, not emotional or impulsive. Building credit responsibly would be a clear priority. Using small amounts and paying in full builds a strong financial foundation. I would start saving even with very small amounts consistently. Consistency always matters much more than how much you start with. Emergency funds are far too often ignored by most students, but even a small safety net can prevent serious financial setbacks later. I would question every single recurring expense very carefully. Subscriptions and small charges quietly add up much faster than you expect. Earning extra income would be an absolute top priority. Side hustles create real flexibility and reduce financial stress significantly over time. I would avoid lifestyle inflation at all costs. More income should never automatically lead to more unnecessary spending. Learning the basics of investing early would truly change everything. Time in the market matters far more than trying to perfectly time it. I would focus on long-term thinking over short-term comfort always. Future benefits almost always outweigh temporary pleasures and impulsive daily decisions. Comparing myself to other people would be avoided completely. Everyone has a different financial journey that requires their own personal strategies. I would set very clear financial goals as early as possible. Having direction helps you stay disciplined and avoid unnecessary spending temptations. Understanding how taxes work would also be very important early. Many students overlook this completely and lose money they could have kept. I would learn negotiation skills as early and as often as possible. Whether for rent or salary, simply asking can lead to better outcomes. Avoiding impulse purchases alone would save thousands of dollars over time. Pausing before buying helps you make consistently smarter financial choices every day. I would use cash or debit cards far more often than credit. This makes spending feel real and naturally reduces unnecessary overspending. Learning from financial books and podcasts would be absolutely essential. Free knowledge alone can completely transform the way you handle money. I would work to build multiple income streams gradually. Relying on just one single source of income can be very risky. Planning ahead for future expenses would reduce stress dramatically. Thinking ahead helps you avoid unexpected financial surprises and sudden emergencies. I would surround myself only with financially smart and aware people. Your environment plays a massive role in shaping your habits and mindset. Avoiding unnecessary loans would always remain a top financial priority. Not all debt is bad, but most student debt is actually avoidable. I would always pay every single bill on time. This one simple habit builds strong credit and avoids costly penalties later. Tracking my net worth over time would constantly keep me motivated. Seeing real progress makes financial discipline feel much more rewarding and sustainable. Most importantly, I would commit to staying consistent every single day. Small, repeated actions over time create powerful and lasting long-term results. Start right now by writing down all of your current expenses today. Awareness is always the very first step towards gaining full control of money. Create a simple budget that you can actually stick to consistently. Keep it very realistic so you never feel overwhelmed. Open a dedicated savings account specifically set aside for emergencies only. Keep it completely separate so you are never tempted to spend it. Use just one credit card responsibly only when you truly need it. Always pay the full monthly balance to avoid interest and growing debt. Cancel every subscription you rarely or never actually use right now. These small, overlooked expenses can free up meaningful extra money every month. Find just one side hustle that fits well within your current schedule. Even a small amount of extra monthly income can make a very big difference. Set up automatic transfers directly into your dedicated savings account. Automation completely removes the temptation to skip saving every single month. Track your spending every single week, not just monthly. Regular check-ins help you stay closely aligned with all your financial goals. Limit eating out and spending on unnecessary entertainment as much as possible. Cooking at home more often can easily save hundreds of dollars every month. Buy used items instead of always buying brand new ones. This simple habit reduces expenses without sacrificing your quality of life. Learn the basics of investing through simple and low-cost index funds first. You do not need complex strategies to start building real wealth early. Stop comparing your lifestyle to what people post online. Social media constantly creates unrealistic expectations that lead to unnecessary financial pressure. Imagine two students who earn the exact same monthly income. One spends everything, while the other consistently saves and invests a portion every month. After just 4 years, their financial situations look completely and drastically different. Small daily habits quietly created a massive gap between their outcomes. The saver now has a strong emergency fund and steadily growing investments. The spender is stuck struggling with debt and constant financial stress. Both started with the exact same opportunities and the same income level. The only real difference came from their daily decisions and their financial awareness. Another strong example is the choice to avoid all unnecessary student loans. Graduating completely debt-free gives you the real freedom to make much better life decisions. Starting to invest early gives you massive exponential growth advantages. Time is truly your single greatest asset when building wealth from scratch. Even saving very small amounts on a regular basis creates powerful momentum. Over time, this consistency builds both your confidence and your financial independence. Your future self will genuinely thank you for the choices you make today. The sacrifices you commit to now will absolutely create real freedom and new opportunities. This journey is never about being completely perfect with your money. It is simply about being consistently better and making smarter choices over time. If this video helped you think about money a little differently, act now. Small steps taken today can completely change your entire financial future. Subscribe to this channel for more simple and practical financial advice. Share this video with someone you know who is still in college. You might genuinely help them avoid years of painful financial mistakes. Drop a comment below sharing your single biggest financial mistake made so far. Your entire financial future starts with the choices you decide to make today. Start making smarter decisions right now and thank yourself much later.